A lot of I've been kind of thinking about this situation around Amouranth that unfolded of her toxic, abusive father who got destructive for dumb reasons. Nah, I didn't do much of my research on the subject. I will be honest with you on that. As a disclaimer. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not agree. I know there's people on these degenerates on Twitter saying, "Oh, she deserves it because she does pornography. She's a woman on the internet. Therefore, she's my sexual object. She shouldn't be treated like a human being." It's like, no, I disagree with you, motherfuckers. I disagree with you. I do not agree with that. It's a fucking that's just brain dead troglodyte. But I digress on what they gotta say. I a lot of people do believe that yes, Amref does deserve a better. We all believe that, We all believe we all deserve Amarath, not just Amarath, and it's just her. But we all believe we deserve a better partner in life. But here's the thing. Here's a kicker. She can divorce that son bitch. She can divorce that piece of shit and move on and move on. But here's a very very controversial fucking, I don't know if you would call it controversial, but just a different point of view. She can end up basically Amrough is end up gonna, this, I kid you not, she's gonna end up she will end up with another guy who is basically her ex-husband. Her ex-husband at a energetic level in this controlling dynamic. And they break, whoa, well, you should deserve better. Yes, there's a part of her that says I deserve better. But then there's a part of it's like, man, I'm willing to bet that she hung that her upbringing. I'm willing to bet. I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know the whole and backstory. The only one person I know that can probably get Amrath, how Amrath's upbringing would be Dr. K. But I'm willing to bet that she probably would mention Dr. K that she grew up around a father. I'm willing to bet she grew up around a father who was very controlling, very, very toxic. And I do believe that she dated quite a few guys. She probably dated a few nice guys, like, oh, he's nice, but I kind of want that. I want that controlling asshole. I'm so familiar with that male being dominated by a controlling, toxic. And my father was controlling, she's probably thinking that's probably what's going on in her mind, going, their guide in life is like, well, the male figure in my life is very controlling, very toxic. She wants to be around that because she has, I'm saying no. That's some deep rooted shit, first of all. Your upbringing. Do I believe she deserves better? Yes. Yes, I do. But to undo, to undo all of her upbringing beliefs, that's not an easy thing. Like, overnight thing. Like, that's not gonna change overnight. Mm-mm. It ain't gonna change like overnight. And this situation ain't just exclusively to Amarath. I've worked with this young kid, probably well into his 20s, and again he grew up around a very toxic father. Him and his sister and his mother grew up with a father who was very kind of toxic, very controlling, like in that regard. Now, this young boy, he kind of he had the awareness to distance himself from that's my father. That is my father. That's my father's shit. He's able to distance himself from that. He kind of, put a barrier between him and his father. But on the other hand, his sister did not. She did not do something like, this is my dad. She got emotionally. Well, women are very emotionally invested. I'm saying that. Let's say it now. Men, okay, let's admit to this. We guys aren't exactly um, the most emotionally available people. We're not the most emotional beings. We're very logical in that regard, okay? But I digress on this. But this boy's sister ended up dating, I kid you not, ended up dating someone who was basically their father energetically. And she probably was like, oh, I want to be around a nice guy. But I want this asshole energy because, I'm familiar with it. She was familiar with that male asshole. Now, I do not know how to undo this. I'm be honest with you. I don't have any research on how to undo upbringing, but I'm just kind of want to bring it up. It's kind of, my intention was just like, my main intention was like, a part of upbringing is also a part of our identity too. That's the main takeaway. A part of our identity, the people that we hang out with the most is the people that we kind of spent the time the most in our childhood.